Well, I think it's day 148, 29 July. I'll have to check on all that. Anyway, I'm walking through this pasture field and I see this elderly farmer backing up to his hay bind. So I walked a little faster, got up there and helped him hook up to it. Kind of guided him on back and used my foot to move the drawbar over towards the hitch of the hay bind. Dropped the pin in for him. Oh, I had to crank the tongue up a little bit on the hay bind, but he acted like he sure appreciated that. He's out here in the middle of nowhere. All of a sudden, the stranger walks by and helps him hook it up. Oh, well. So anyway, left the shelter around 6. When I got there last night, boy, it was just full of tents. And I was the only one in the shelter at first. There was 3 people in there eating. Then 4 other people kept showing up at various times. So there was like 5 counting myself in the shelter. Starting to run into a lot of northbounders. The last 2 or 3 places I tried to buy gas for my stove, there was none. All the northbounders are buying everything up, you know. Southbounders are starting to catch me too. So I'm gonna be right in that spot where it's hard to be alone in the shelter. And getting supplies are gonna be out of things that you want. Oh, just looking for my trail here a little bit. I am in New York. Oh, another thing about the shelter, the well pump was there and everything, but somebody said the handle was removed. They didn't want you pumping water out of that because it's supposedly contaminated. I'm gonna walk down here this Highway 22 at 11 o'clock. It's supposed to be a food truck. I don't know how much early I'm gonna get before 11, but I'm gonna be there early. But I think I'm just gonna wait on the food truck. How often do you have it where the food comes to you? That's getting hard to see me. I'm looking into the sun now. All right. Well, when I get down to the road, we'll see what time it is, see what I'm gonna do. Oh, also I just checked. It's July 30th. Be surprised how hard it is to keep track of what day I'm on, what day of the month it is. Alrighty. I'll keep going here. Old barn full of big round bales of hay. A couple tractors setting out. Go across this bridge. The bugs have been really tearing me up. See what's on the other side of this fence crossing before I shut the camera off. Maybe it'd be something interesting in seeing. Oh, neat old, I don't know, that's like a metal corn crib or something out there. Looks like maybe I'll walk by, I'll get a better look. Not exactly sure what that is. My best guess is it's an old wooden corn crib. And that like door up on the roof is where they put the corn in. And somewhere on the other side, I bet they have a spout towards the bottom. You drive your wagon up there on the side of it and let the corn run out into your wagon. Very unusual. Very old. That's just my guess. Okay, just came out of the trail there. This is Highway 22. I'm sure it's a rest area right there. I'm sure that's where the food truck would be. But it's 9:30 right now. I'd have to wait an hour and a half. I just don't think I can wait an hour and a half. I'd like to have the food, but I think I'm gonna keep going. Wait an hour and a half to be hotter in the day. Or have to walk later in the evening. Alright, too much road noise. I shut this off. Well, as I was starting into the woods, two northbounders came out. And they wasn't going to wait on the food truck. They said 6/10 of a mile is this deli. So I started thinking about it. And I started walking this way too. So we're going to walk here to this deli 6/10 of a mile. Maybe I can look pitiful while I'm eating. And somebody in a pickup truck will take me back to the trail. That's my hope. I thought that gas station was the deli, but this is the deli. And it took me 15 minutes to walk here. Let's go ahead and see what they got. I wouldn't mind a can of gas for my stove. Yeah, back there's the road. Yeah, it's 5 to 11. I just got back from walking 6/10 of a mile each way to the deli. So if I would have waited another 5 minutes, I could have just ate and wouldn't have had to walk, but I suppose it would have took me a half hour to eat, sit around. I had roast beef on a roll, as they called it. Pretty good. The only problem is now I gotta walk when you're full. Yeah, it was so good I got another one pack out with me. So I probably have to stop a little early for dinner. As most people call it. I still call it supper. But I caught heck for that in the shelter last night. But everybody made fun of motorcycle, and supper. So I quit talking and just ate. Alrighty, it looked like a nice little boardwalk for a while. Okay, Dover Road. I know Dover Road means the Dover Oak. Largest tree on the AT. Estimated over 300 years old and 6 foot around. I just read that on Gut Hooks. But I've been looking forward to seeing this tree. Almost, the one in the Kiefer Oak's almost as big. Although it's got a white blade on it. Isn't that something? I hope somebody comes by and take my picture with it. Another white blade. Alright. Goes way over top of the road. The Dover Oak. I guess I'll turn this around, take a selfie or something. Maybe somebody will show up, take my picture. Okay. This is Nuclear Lake. I guess in the 70s there was a plutonium plant on the shores of it. And they said it's all been cleaned up since the 90s. It was safe. Yeah, if you want to believe all that. I don't think I would want to get in it. I think I'll walk all the way around the edge of it here. This is what the trail looks like. Oh, it's kind of a big rock formation. Open woods. little bit of a stone wall. I think I'm getting close to the road here. I think I'm gonna stop and eat my other sandwich before I get to the shelter. Give my knees a break. And make sure the sandwich don't go bad. I'm still 3 miles, a little over 3 miles from the shelter. 10 after 4. Well, it says Bear Mountain, 34 mile, Delaware Water Gap, 146. And it's at the Morgan Stewart Memorial Shelter. And Pippi's here, but she's a hammock camper. She's got a hammock way over there, but I'll be the only one in here. I'm going to put my stuff in just in case somebody shows up. Last night, a couple people showed up right at dark. So I sweep me out of spot and get stuff laid out.